Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Leslie, and this is my living room. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and if you hit the little bell next to it, you'll be notified every time I upload. What? Oh, this? Oh, yeah. That's what today's video is all about. I decided on a whim, I'm going to paint my living room. And I decorated for Easter. I had a whole video before I had painted where I started decorating for Easter, and then I just couldn't look at the color of these walls anymore and decided that's it. I'm painting. 4 nights, 4 hours a night, still have some touch up where I, hit the ceiling or trim or whatever. But for the most part, it's done. So let's take a look. All right, so as you walk in, you automatically notice it's already feeling more open, light, and airy. Let's just start from here. The walls are it's a color called Gossamer Veil from Sherwin-Williams, and I got it in the satin finish, or the eggshell, whatever you want to call it. I call it eggshell. Apparently, we've moved on from 1983. We call it satin. I don't know. Anyway, but all of my decor is pretty much the same there. I did add this piece, which I'm super excited about. I went to Michael's. They were on sale for $24. It's a little post mailbox. Metal, looks old and chippy and awesome and country, and I just love it. So I got that. I need to add a little something in the middle of my shelf there. And I'm just kind of playing around with my decor, trying to figure out how I want to start decorating these shelves. I put a couple of baskets there for Easter. My plant is doing very well. He's happy. These curtains, I just love them. I absolutely love them, and I hope that you guys can see. They are just a linen panel that I picked up at Home Goods. They were, originally like $30 for 2. They're 108 inches long. So I took that top and I folded it over 20 inches. I took curtain clips and clipped them at 5 inches. And that helped me to kind of make that pleat. And so now they fall at the right height or the right length at the floor. Just barely puddling. So I'm really excited about that. I had those silver brushed nickel curtain rods. I just took those and painted them with matte acrylic paint, which is not much different than chalk paint. It sticks to everything. And I was trying to get like a barnwood look to kind of make it look like this, or like that hello picture that I have up front. It was not working out, and so I kind of ended up trying to go for like a whitewashed look. Not thrilled at all, but it's what we've got for now. I was trying to save some money. I like my blinds to be open during the day, so I'm hoping y'all can see. This is the cat's area. Then this large window I need to get a new blind for because it's never opened, and I kept fiddling with it, and the little plastic arm just completely broke off. So I need to just take those down. And here's something that's funny. I didn't paint the inside, so it's still that old kind of pinky tan color. Kind of gives it a different look. So I don't know. I might leave it, I might not. Anyway, so I did that on that curtain rod. There's my other one. It seems like this one is puddling just a little bit more, just barely more, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. I used to have my cabinet or my hutch over here, and the way the people had these curtains, they had them right at the top of the window, which is, you don't do that. You go at least 6 inches from the ceiling. What is it? 6 inches from the ceiling, or 4 inches above the, maybe it's different. 4 inches from the ceiling, 6 inches above. Don't know. Google it. Anyway, you know, I was having a hard time figuring out where in the world am I going to hang my curtains because I have this butt out. Well, one of the YouTubers I watch is an interior designer. Jennifer Designs, I believe, is her channel. And she had a pair in her bedroom, and she hung them right up against the little butt out in her room. And so I thought, we're going with that. So I went, you know, about an inch, 3/4 of an inch, just enough to get that rod in there. So let's back up and look at that. Look at that kitten. Kitten's always with his mommy. So that's what that looks like for now. I moved my hutch, and I needed to have some sort of height over here because I have the hutch on the other side now. So I moved my farmhouse over here. I have this plant to kind of complement this sage green. So I did sage green accent wall. I like color. I'm not going to do my whole house in gray. So many people do that. And if I wanted to live in a gray room, I'd commit murder and be in jail. I just can't do it. I like color. So the first piece I ever bought for this house was Bessie. And I love the minty, sagey green that's in her headpiece. So I thought, you know what, I want to pull that out. So I went with a sage green. Let's back up so you can see how I've done that. So there's that wall. Hi, kitten. And then I moved my hutch over to here. And I did it just because, first of all, I didn't like having it over there because they used to have, and this is the story I was trying to get to, they used to have little curtain holder tie back metal, something. They got them over here and I can't stand them. Hate. Anyway, I like my curtains to hang nice and straight at the edge of the window to help the windows to look larger and taller. And gosh, that's a beautiful cat. Anyway, so this was over on that side, and because of that holder, you know, I couldn't really position it the way that I really wanted to because it was blocking it. Even though I removed that, I didn't want to crowd that area because it just feels so light and open now. And so I decided, you know what? I'm moving this over here. It's not exactly 100% grown on me yet, just because it's so different. But I think it works. I'm hoping I don't have it feeling too crowded over there. So as we talked earlier, we'll go through some of my spring decor. I moved a plant over here. Got to figure out something to do with that tiered tray. This is the sheep, the lamb, the whatever they are that I was telling you I had to go back and get. He's like, I don't know, $12.99, $16.99 something at TJ Maxx. And I had to get him. Then I set this little one up to be looking up at him. And, he, you know, this little lammy's kind of looking at him. And they're just so cute. I went to At Home, and there was a box of 4 little nests with eggs for like $6. So I picked that up because I had an idea. of what I wanted to do with that. The second shelf is just a little, it's a little sheepy, lamby, whatever, but he has a hat that has the bunny ears, so he's like dressed up as a bunny. But I took that down because I wanted more of the lamb to show. Put my word home there, some faux lilies up there. Here I just stuck some greenery in that gray planter that I had up in my room for the winter. Took my Ray Dunn lemonade pitcher and just turned it around and put that egg plate and one of my pretty plates up there. Put my little 49-cent bunny. This scale, I was so excited because it was at home, and they were like, oh my gosh, $20. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen one that cheap. Well, it's like 5 inches high. Of course it's $20. I hummed and hawed over that thing, didn't know whether or not I should get it, but then I said, you know what, I'm just going to get it. And I really like it because, you know, throughout the seasons I can put little decor and things on it. I don't know, I like it. I put little flowers in my little cow planter. So there's that. Then on my buffet or sideboard, I just put my faux roses and peonies, couldn't think of the word, in here. Just to add some of that peach color. Remember I said I wanted to decorate in peaches and those type of colors. After I got these, I thought I need to find some fake peaches, like really do peaches, which I thought was so unique, that I would get some peaches. You know, everybody does lemons. Whatever, peaches is in this year. And I'm like, seriously? I keep trying to do things that nobody else is doing, and just like the carrots, I thought nobody would be doing that. Everybody's putting carrots in the kitchen. We haven't gotten to that. All right, this is why I got the nest. I had this bird cage, and I found this bird that does not have his wings flying. I saw him on the At Home website. He's like $12. So I was like, ooh, I could get him and put some greenery in there and put the little nest. And then when I got there, I found Mama Bird kind of looking down at the baby and getting ready to fly off, like, you watch over the egg. Or I guess that's Dad and Mom. Anyway, look over the eggs. I'm going to go find some worms. I thought it was so cute. So I got those two. They were like $12 and $14, which was ridiculous, but it's so perfect. It's a one-time purchase. These are the ways that we talk ourselves into shopping. All right. So we're going to move around, and the cat is on the table. So you'll just have to excuse that beautifulness. Well done, man. Say, I had a bad cold, but now I got ear infection medicine, and I feel so much better. Yes, I do, because that's a pretty kitty. Anyway, here are those pretty plates. I decided to keep my little bite plates out just to add a little something else to it. There's my faux peaches, my centerpiece. I just took a dough bowl, put some greenery in it, and then placed all of the peaches in it. Put one candle there, one candle there. Just kind of played around with my napkins because I surely don't know how to fold napkins and make them look pretty. So yeah, there's that. That is the new living room. It's gossamer veil gray and sage green on the walls. And the sage green is there. Then it's gray there. It's gray on my TV wall. It's gray on this wall. And then I decided to do my nook in green, which I haven't finished decorating yet because I ran out of decor and I've started on another project. So the painting took me 4 nights, 4 hours a night, and you would think that I would say, I'm done for a while. No, we'll get to that in a second. Remember these little bunnies that I got from Hobby Lobby after COVID, 90% off? I took my Cricut and added my kids' names to it. Wooden eggs I got on clearance. I just took a few and put them in the basket, have a few in the holder. I'm desperately looking for the bottom of my chick. I don't know where I put it. I just threw some eggs in there for now. So yeah, all of this needs to finish being decorated. All right, so now we're going to move on. Up here's in the hall. Carrot patch. Pick your own. With my little carrot. That could stand to have a little bit more decor. I put my bunnies there. This is kind of the bunny room because, you know, I have to have a theme. So I put those 2 planters there with fake roses in it. I put my 2 bunnies with the cloche. I have my Ray Dunn mugs up there. I bought this tea kettle. Put that there, turned around my Ray Dunn mugs, hung them up there. See, need to fix that. It's not the right day. So I put those, I kept her. 1 ear and 1 foot, and I kept her. How funny is that? Whatever. I kind of scattered the candy to make it look like bunny treats were out, but I don't know. And that's it for there. So then in my kitchen, I did carrot theme. My kitchen's a little messy, so what's new? So I got my little Martha Stewart up there in the wheelbarrow of carrots. That's mess. This is mess. Needs to go. Let me back y'all up, poor things. Probably make y'all go doing that. Alright. So then I put that over there. Just trying not to have them face the same way. I don't know, it's driving me insane. Hung these 2 up here. I ended up getting some carrot towels. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but I put this on top of my refrigerator. Just a tiered tray with a couple of pieces, put some greenery in it. I used sticky dots to put on top of that gather so that it would stop sliding around. Every time I opened the refrigerator, it would slide around. I put little Easter egg picks down in there. Hey, kitten. I just moved these over here for now because I don't know where to put them or what to do with them. And then I put Farm Fresh, all my little carrots in there. That's mess. That's mess. Nothing really going on over here. Trying to figure out where to put that. So, that's what we've got going on for Easter. Oh, wait, one more. That up there. So after all of that, you would think I would be done, but I'm not. As you can tell, these are my painting clothes, so I must be up to something today. So we're going to go upstairs and see just what I've been up to. Okay, so now we're up in my bedroom and it's an absolute wreck, but I want to show you the new project that I'm working on. You would think after 4 hours of 4 nights, you know, painting and falling off the ladder and just, you know, all of the hard work I put into the living room by myself, you would think that I would want to, you know, rest. But my brain, when I get into decorating mode, I'm just like, I'm full on. I'm always thinking, I mean, since the moment I moved in here, I started thinking how I wanted to paint because every wall is the same color in this house. That doesn't work for me. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what I've started working on. Oh, here's my Easter for my room, by the way. My little fuzzy chicks. Oh, there's the bottom. Okay, at least we know where that is. Okay, so, you know, mess. Just an absolute mess. Stuff. But this is what I'm doing. I'm painting my bathroom vanity. It was this oak wood color, and I'm doing this room as a tester to see if I want to do my kitchen. You know, first I was thinking white, then I was thinking, you know, maybe white uppers and gray lowers. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm going to do this project, maybe live in it a few months, and then figure out what we'll do from there. So what I've done, because it's got this wood grain, I mean, it's not exactly smooth. Okay, so this, hit a button. It's not exactly smooth. So you have two ways of doing this. You can get, let me back out. Good Lord. You can get putty and putty over it. I mean, it's not deep grooves, but it's enough that you're gonna have lines, okay? So you can either putty it, or you can take like maybe a 220, I don't know. Just take sandpaper and sand it down smooth. Wipe it down with a wet cloth and kind of feel to see what's going on. Yeah, I'm not into all that. So I went the easy route and chose chalk paint. And there are 100 million different types of chalk paint out there these days. It wasn't as popular 5-10 years ago, but now it is, and everybody's making it. I've always just used the Walmart Waverly because it works. Until I have an issue with it, I'll just use it. It's cheap and it works. So this is the front. I haven't done this side. Oops. And this is the back. And as you can see, I've got to do one more coat. I'm going to do one more coat because there's just a couple of, you know, nobody's going to see it, but it's not exactly perfect. Anyway, but it's smooth. It's smooth. That chalk paint is so thick, it fills in those little grooves. Here's another one. I think I've got 2 coats on this one because you can still see some of that wood grain coming through. See that? So it's smoothing out. It's not quite, I think I have 3 coats on this because this actually does look pretty good for the inside. So yeah, I've got to put another coat on that. I've got to do another coat on the back. That's not quite done yet. This one has 3 coats on this side. It's very smooth. And nothing on this side. So I'll have to do 3 coats on this side. Okay. So I took off all my doors, and I just put this up here to see what it would look like against this contact paper, because this is what I'm going to do on my wall. This one needs another coat. You can still see that wood grain. So this was just to prop it up and see. That one's almost done. Yeah, it needs one more coat on each side. So those are my 4 doors. And here is the vanity. This is with, I think I've done 3 coats, but it's smooth. The color that I'm using, oh, what is that? That's a kitten tail. The color that I used is elephant gray. So after I, started painting, I thought, wow, I want to take out that mirror and, maybe put in 2 smaller mirrors. Well, the mirror where's the mirror? Oh yeah, Leslie. Leslie by herself thought, I'd just take it out. This is one of those cases where I say, what are you doing, cat? This is I thought the cat was peeing in my sink. I don't know. This is one of those cases where I say, do as I say, not as I do. I did that by myself. Okay, the thing probably weighs as much as I do. Inch by inch, had to take, all of the shelves off the side over there. Started pulling it down, and it pressed onto, I know, you see a hole. It pressed onto the mirror, cracked it, whatever, you can replace it. So I wasn't worried about that. I just, would pick it up a little bit, move this side over. Pick it up a little bit, move this side over. Then it got stuck in between here. Took me forever. Had a couple of gouges in the wall that I filled. Can't even tell. So, finally got that down and on the ground and dragged it because I was not lifting it anymore. Every square inch of my room and my closet are a mess, and I'm so sorry. But it's in here now, and I have 2 pillows, on the other side. So I took that down, and I took the metal trim piece that was at the bottom. I took that down because I was like, if I turn this closet into like a dressing room, I could add that to the wall, So yeah, it didn't crack, it didn't break, by the grace of God. However, the mirror for I don't even know where I put that. Did I put that in here too? Sorry, folks, I know. Oh yeah, I did. I remember now. There's that. And it's got a big crack in it. See that crack? So yeah, I just unscrewed it off the hinges and removed that. And then, I know, I'm sorry, it's probably making y'all sick. And then I was left with this, which is the vanity cabinet. It's a lot like the one that's in here. It's just, hey, 1990 said hello. Well, I was like, okay, I'll just replace it. Well, of course, mine is some crazy length that is not easily available. Mine's like 35, 36 inches. And they're like, oh, we have 30 and 32, and we have all these big widths. And yeah, it's not. So I decided, okay, we'll just take it out of the wall. Ooh, what would I find behind it? So I looked on YouTube, found a couple of videos. Basically, you just take a this thing, knife, and score along the edge to break that seal, the silicone, the caulk. And then there's 4 screws. I'll go back over here. And look, I could have taped this, but I thought, I don't really know what I'm doing, and I don't want to really inspire people to start doing this in their home when I really don't know what I'm doing. So I don't advise anybody to do this. I'm crazy, you know, and I like a challenge, and I'm going to figure out how, and, you know, whatever. But if you know, are at all worried, you know, how could I, and what, you do what's comfortable for you, what you're comfortable with. I'm not comfortable. Well, I really just don't care, basically. I just want to challenge myself. I don't know. It's a mental issue. Anyway. Okay. So there's 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They had screws in them. So after you break that seal, you unscrew the screws with what size? Standard number 2. And then you just pull it out. And, you know, I saw a bunch of them where it was just a hole and they had to put drywall on the back and studs on the side. And I was so excited to find that this thing is pretty much framed out for me. Don't get splinters. It's got plywood back here. This piece, it looks like they found on the side of a road or just chopped a piece of firewood. I don't even know what's going on with that. But that just, what is that? What is that? Ridiculous. So I want to get like a thin sheet of wood, one of those thin little shimmy type of woods, just to even it out. Then I'm just going to, you know, get all of this sanded and smoothed out. And then I just want to build a frame around it. Now, I don't have a lot of space. I only have that amount of space. So I figured that's what we'll do today, is just kind of look at what I'm thinking of. I want to measure this. Anyway, so the point of this was to tell you that what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a piece of crown molding or something, cut it at a 45 here, you know, on the corners, frame this out, okay, get all of this wood nice and even and, you know, looking good, paint it all, maybe stick a little thin piece of wood back there, put some wooden shelves in it, and I've got open shelving because basically I had 4 items in this thing. I didn't really use it that much, you know. Most of my makeup sits out on the counter so I can see it, and my face cleaners sit on the counter so I can see it, my toothbrush, everything. Kitty's back with us. Yes, and what? So I follow my mommy. Follow my mommy. So I got bad ear sections. But I got medicines. You make me feel better. So yeah, that's what I did today. I pulled that out. So it won't be until next weekend that I start working on all of this. I went through today and did little things like puttied up the holes where I pulled out all of my screws, and I ran out of paint for this, so I'll probably finish that next weekend. But yeah, that's where I am right now. I want to put crown molding around that, make it into built-in shelves. On this wall, I want to take this Dollar Tree contact paper that I have on things and put it on this wall. So I'm apparently going to need somebody that's taller than me to be able to reach it, or I've got to put my ladder in the sink. God. Anyway, I want to change out these globes. Not exactly sure what. Might just be clear glass, but the frosted 90s, good Lord help me, has to go. And then I'm just going to place a mirror here and a mirror here, and that will be done. Now I'm short, obviously. This countertop comes up like above my hips. That's how short I am. So I'm going to need at least a 36-inch mirror because I need it to come down closer to here. So I don't know if I should make it flush to this, if I should do it a couple of inches higher, but I don't want to go more than, 2 to 4 inches higher. Not that I'm missing much of what I look like, but I just want to make sure. I don't know. So yeah, planning on doing that. After that, Les, what you gonna do? Well, I was thinking maybe I'd paint the floor. I'm starting to research that. Apparently you can take like a white primer, I guess, and put that down, put down white paint, make a stencil each one of these squares. So I want to do some kind of black and white and gray cool pattern, and get a long gray or black, probably black. Oh yeah, I have to paint down there too. Haven't done that part either. Get a long mat to put there, and then I have that matches, that just couldn't be more happy with. Not sure if I will do anything with the window. I don't know what to do with the window. So yeah. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, hit subscribe. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment and let me know if you have any tips or tricks or have any questions about anything I did, any colors, any places that I found something. Just let me know if I left something out. Also, hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time that I upload. My upload schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I look forward to seeing you next time. It's going to be interesting. Bye.